What's going on, everybody? Welcome to DVU Podcast. This is a sports show for you. We're bringing it back since we did it last year. I am Harry Hancock hosting this show. With me is a very, very talented athlete, and Elijah DeVore. What's going on, Elijah?
Not much, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. You are a member of the football team, correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you play any other sports here on campus?
No, I do not.
You know, my looks may be deceiving, but I used to be an athlete.
Really? What did you
Yeah, I
play?
used to play baseball.
Oh, my God.
I know, it looks like I'm still in the prime of my career, but, you know. No, I'm a fat slob. Anyway, today, since you are a football guy, I'm a bit of a football fan myself. The big news, at least for me being a football fan, I'm a Eagles fan. Mm-hmm. Carson Wentz has been killing it.
He has.
He's been killing it. Now, you are a fan of the
Giants.
New York City Giants.
Hardcore Giants.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Till I die.
Gag me.
But with Carson Wentz, I will agree with you because he's been doing exactly what Philadelphia has been expecting, and you know it's kind of a sigh of relief, you know, after all the quarterback troubles they've been facing in the past, more recently since Michael Vick left. But it's nice to see that they have some kind of a stable offense and that, you know, they could actually make a push in the NFC East. So.
Yeah. Now, with the Giants, if I can remember correctly, I think the Redskins were favored at the start to win the NFC East.
They were since
the Giants. The Giants were coming in at a close. Were two basically. Yeah. They were coming in second for that. Mm-hmm. From what I've seen the game so far, we're only 2 weeks into the NFL year. The New York Giants are looking. That offense is looking extremely well.
They're getting there. I think in the preseason they didn't really show that much. Like Eli threw for he had 100 yards, a couple of completions, and a couple of interceptions. He didn't do that well. But now you see the offense kind of meshing together. Like the receivers, Odell Beckham, Victor Cruz, even the rookie Sterling Shepard. It's amazing. They have a great 2 tight end set with Larry Donnell and I think is William Ty. And their running backs especially for the Cowboys game that played, they ran really hard at the end of the game to seal that win. So I feel like there's a great amount of talent with that offense that, you know, they should not lose. Mm-hmm. However, you know, there's still question marks with their defense, of course, with their secondary. However, they do have Janoris Jenkins, they have DRC at the cornerback position, and Eli Apple also. But you know, there's still a couple of things about this team that, you know, have been, you know, there's still question marks, and I think they're playing the Packers this week. That's going to be a tough test. No, actually, no, they're playing the Redskins, actually.
The Redskins? So you guys may not have too much to worry about.
I wouldn't doubt them.
The Redskins are good. Mm-hmm. Kirk Cousins isn't looking like he's planned out like they wanted him to be.
Oh, absolutely. But he's just getting this first year the first time was amazing. The first year,
last year he was fantastic.
Once he got in, it was just over.
Yeah.
But now he's understanding that he's actually getting a full season here. He has to learn how to mesh with these guys. Some of them haven't even been here. So this is going to be an interesting game because first of all, Josh Norman playing. Going against one of the best receivers in the game, and Odell Beckham.
Yeah. Well, they had the feud last year when Norman was on the Panthers. But I will say, even if Norman can shut down Odell Beckham Jr., your wide receiver tandem of Cruz, who is now back and is looking like he is in the original form before he got injured, and Beckham together, I think there's a lot to be excited about in New York. Just because those two guys themselves are seeming like they can carry the team just themselves, even if the defense maybe can let them down a couple weeks.
Yeah, I feel you. When it comes to that... I really think that with those two, it should be easy. It should be simple because when Odell Beckham was in his rookie season, they actually played Victor Cruz was playing. He was balling out before he I think he tore his ACL.
He tore something like that.
His leg. And then Victor Cruz, Odell
he was
Beckham,
one of the top receivers in the league when he hurt himself.
He owned the New York Giants beforehand, and then Odell Beckham came and he dominated. So if Eli can find a way to distribute the ball between those two and also throw the ball to his tight ends, who he hasn't massive tight ends who can catch the ball, and get the ball around, they should be fine. I mean, but it's all a matter of them finishing on a game, because the one thing about the Giants that they can never do, it is close out a game. Because it always has to be some dramatic finish.
Well,
no matter if they lose or win, it has to be dramatic.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting up there in age, so the years of the Giants, being that consistent threat. Mm-hmm. they need to really start planning ahead.
Yes.
They're going to need to get a rookie quarterback in there soon, one that can learn from Eli, because he's won 2 Super Bowls. Like you can't hide the fact that he is a great quarterback.
Absolutely. I think
granted he's gotten people give him crap or have been giving him crap over the years because, like you said, they've struggled finishing games. Every now and again, he looks like he has no idea what he's doing on the field. Yep. But the guy has 2 Super Bowls. You can't argue with that.
And you look at his stats. He's number 10th, and he's 10th in pass.
He just reached that mark.
He passed. Who did he pass?
I forget who it was. He just passed for 10th on all-time passing yards.
Exactly. So that has to be something. Like you have to at this point, you have to respect Eli Manning's game here.
You do.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like he's thrown some interceptions, he's made some boneheaded decisions, but at the end of the day, I would say that he is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. If not like. Okay, no, he's one of the best.
That's the inner Giants fan.
That's the inner Giants fan coming out just a little biased, but
Eli Manning, the best in the NFL. You heard it here first. But you're seeing this now in Philadelphia, where we've had so many years of troubling quarterbacks and just guys that can't play the position that well. We've had issues since McNabb left.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really, and this whole Carson Wentz era coming in, the fact that the LA Rams passed on him to start with
is on them. They totally just botched it.
They botched it. First off, LA passing on him, the Browns giving up a spot to pick him.
Yeah.
I heard this morning, I was listening to the Sports Talk Radio, just before the draft this past year, the Browns had fired 6 of their scouting agents because all 6 of them wanted the Browns to pick Carson Wentz. And I guess the head coach and the owner, the GM, they weren't having it. They didn't want any parts of him. They thought he was overrated. Mm-hmm. So they fired the guys and went ahead and traded their pick. Yeah. Boy, do they look like idiots.
Well, look at them now. You don't have RG3. Didn't the other guy?
They're starting their 5th quarterback in the last 5 weeks of the NFL. Going back to last year.
Yeah, exactly. What was it, Johnny?
It's Johnny Manziel.
Yeah. Who's the other?
Did they have McCowan? Did they have McCown? Hoyer. They had a rookie, RG3, and then they're starting rookie now. Yeah, this upcoming week.
Nobody knows what he's going to do.
Yeah, so,
good luck.
Yeah, they've buried themselves.
They're the
in this
Browns.
One. They're the Browns.
They find a way to botch everything.
Yeah, but with the Eagles moving up to get this quarterback, it's way different than what the Giants have, and the fact that they've had the stable quarterback for so long.
Yeah.
But soon they're going to become what the Eagles were at the quarterback position.
Oh, absolutely. Unless they find a way to do, as what you mentioned earlier, is find a way to, get that rookie quarterback. At least not somebody like, somebody who's...
You can't just go up and desperately just pick one.
Exactly.
It has to be well
somebody
thought
who's
out.
willing to learn, somebody who's like, committed to doing this. And playing in New York is just playing in some places like New York and Philly, especially these two cities, it's a burden because no matter they will get the fans will give you flag if you screw up.
Yeah, there's anything about the Northeast football teams, it's that the fans hold everybody accountable.
Oh, absolutely.
And even for lower levels of sports, I mean, I did an internship where all I did was I went around and I watched high school sports. They get intense and. There's a couple things you're like, did he really did they just scream that here? Do these people not know that this kid's in 10th grade?
People don't care. When it comes to sports around this area, people get really fired up.
Yeah. And that's good.
It's a good thing, yes.
Yeah. You really feel like you're part of the family. Absolutely. Now, the big question, who is winning the NFC East?
Who is winning the NFC East?
We are 2 weeks into it.
We're 2 weeks
Washington is 0-2. Cowboys are I believe they're
1-1.
Are they 1-1?
The Giants beat them the first week, and then they beat the Redskins.
Yeah. So the Cowboys are 1-1.
The Eagles are
2-0.
2-0.
And your Giants
2-0. Yeah.
So
I'm gonna. I hate to do this to the Redskins, but the Redskins, I don't think they're winning it.
No, I think they're done.
So it's gonna be a brawl, a 3-way deadlock between the Giants, the Eagles, and the Cowboys.
I honestly,
because I love Dak Prescott.
Yeah,
I guess I hate Tony Romo, but
as we all do,
exactly. But with Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott, I mean they're great talents who are they're gonna be talents in the league later on. However, you wonder how as the season progresses and once Tony Romo comes back, that's going to be a huge thing. What's going to happen here? Because if they're doing well before Tony Romo comes back, I wouldn't want to take Dak Prescott out. I'd be like, you know what? You stay in and let the whole Bledsoe Tom Brady situation let it go like that.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm going to say...
Let me hear it.
I'm going to say... And this is... I mean, I'm going to sound
Just
biased.
say it.
I'm going to say the Giants.
Your Giants.
Because they have... Even though their defense is a question mark, they have enough offensive power to go against the Cowboys, who have the same amount. And their defense-wise, the Cowboys are a little weak. The best defense in, I'd say, the NFC East would be the Philadelphia Eagles due to their front seven.
Our front seven is fantastic.
Fletcher Cox is holding it down.
Yeah,
it's just they're so dominant. So it could be. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that I think the Giants' offense can handle their defense.
Yeah.
And as long as the defense plays as they should be, because you have JPP, you have Olivia Vernon, you have Janoris Jenkins, you have
a somewhat stable defense.
Exactly, you have you have people who will hold it down if they when they need to. But if they can just be a bend but don't break defense, I'm sure they'll win the NFC East.
Now
they should go 12-4 because looking at their schedule, they have a pretty light schedule. I think the most difficult teams they play are the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah. And that's it. They don't play anyone. But
now, my prediction...
Go ahead.
I think you're going to like this one.
Really?
I really do. Because as of right now, I am an Eagles fan, and I apologize to any Eagles fans listeners. I would say that the Giants do have a better chance to win it.
You have heard it here
now,
first, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, my whole reasoning behind this is... And I know Carson Wentz has looked fantastic, but he is a rookie.
He is.
He's learning. Yeah. That's one of the things. And he has looked poised throughout these first two games, but he is still trying to figure it out. I think that by after they play the Steelers, I think if he plays well against them, and who do they play after the Steelers? I forget who's
that is a good question.
Whoever, it can't be any worse than the Bears or the Redskins.
True.
So I think if the next 2 weeks to 3 weeks they can come out of it and get a win that maybe they shouldn't have won.
Yeah.
My opinion will definitely change because you won't be able to clearly judge Carson Wentz until he plays better talent.
Exactly, and with they're playing the Pittsburgh Steelers this year, right?
Their defense, the Steelers' defense is not the best. It's not great. I think they have one sack through the first two games.
True.
I don't think they have an interception. I'm pretty sure they don't have an interception. Yeah, I would say I'm like 80. Right. I think I'm like 80% sure.
Yeah. But their offense.
Their offense, Antonio Brown and Ben Roethlisberger, you can't split those two up. They are attached to the hip. They're that good.
But also, D'Angelo Williams is doing his doing his thing.
Yeah. So I think as of right now, the Giants will win the NFC East until there's another game or two to show me that the Eagles are capable of winning it. Right now, I think the only...
Midseason we'll come back to this.
Midseason we will 100% come back to this and talk about this because everything could severely change.
Oh, yeah. We don't know what
we don't know. So I would say that your Giants are probably winning the NFC East and going... I think next year the Eagles probably... I think they're going to be pretty freaking good.
I mean, if they can make it to the playoffs.
If they can make it, if they can figure it all out.
Hey, man.
Now... We've talked about the small market of the NFC East. Who, right now, is your favorite to go all the way?
All the way, just in general?
All the way. I'm talking the whole damn way to the Super Bowl.
I think it is going to be another damn replay game between the Panthers and the Broncos. The defense.
Really?
Nobody is stopping that defense with Von Miller. DeMarcus Ware, he broke his forearm, and he's going to be out for a couple of weeks. But, I mean, come on. That defense is just stacked from top to bottom. Just amazing talent. And you have their offense is okay. I mean, they're doing all
Here's the thing.
But
with the quarterback position that they have a 7th-round rookie and Trevor Siemian playing in there, there's two ways it can go. Either he plays okay enough that he doesn't screw it up. Or he screws it up.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it could be like an 85 Bear situation where, you don't have to be a phenomenal quarterback. You just got
you can't hurt the team. You just can't hurt the team.
Exactly. You're not Peyton Manning, so just do what you have to do. Hand the ball off.
Yeah.
Dump some passes, man. Just keep the chains moving, and you should be fine. Give the defense some rest and let them dominate.
If it's the Panthers playing the Broncos, if that's your feelings, who is going to win?
Who's going to win? I feel
if you had that choice.
If I have the choice, and if that's going to happen, I'm going to say Cam Newton. Cam Newton and the Panthers take this one. And
really,
I really do because I'm pretty sure. Looking at their game, Looking at their game like this, the first game they had where the Broncos won, I feel like they got a lot out of that because they were going at it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like a total like I don't know. I don't. It was bad. It was bad. The Super Bowl was bad. But it seems like they're more on like an equal playing field now.
Mm-hmm.
But with that defense, Von Miller is just an animal. So you really can't. That was what I would go with, but a couple of dark horses would be the Patriots, of course.
You want to hear my predictions before you give the dark horse?
Go ahead.
All right. New England Patriots. They're going to be in it because when Tom Brady comes back, all hands on deck.
Okay, yeah, I feel it.
It's going down. And then the Arizona Cardinals.
You know what? If there's a team that deserves it, it is definitely the Arizona Cardinals.
With Bruce Arians at the helm, anything is possible.
Exactly. You got Fitz. You have Carson Palmer. The running game is great. Their defense is amazing. With
Larry Fitzgerald, the ageless wonder that he is.
Yeah. I'm like, how does he keep doing this? How is he still around?
Exactly.
Because receivers don't last that long in this league. And to see people like that.
They're one of the teams that is just consistent.
Yes.
They're not just flashes of brilliance, They are just, every week they are consistently good.
Yeah.
It's what they do, And I honestly think in the end, it pains me to say it, but I think odds are you'll probably see a New England Patriots team winning the Super Bowl. They just got to get through a week or two with this new rookie Brissett guy at quarterback.
And Garoppolo held it down. I'm not even going to hate. He held
You want to talk about a shame? It's Garoppolo going down because the Patriots had what appears to be another great quarterback.
It seemed to be just like what was happening.
Exactly. But I mean, they just got to get through 2 weeks with this Brissett guy. Once Tom Brady comes back, Belichick's still,
it's
still
a Belichick
genius.
Team. I mean,
they're gonna be good, and I think odds are they're probably going to be in it till the end because they are that good.
The Patriots, though, they're always in the playoffs. Ever since when was the last time they were not in the playoffs?
I think since Tom Brady was a rookie.
It was like when we were like
14
kids,
years or something like that.
Like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they're just
animals.
He's a genius. He can make do with when he has nothing. Mm-hmm. He can have just nobody on the team, and he will still end up somehow winning.
He makes receivers.
Yeah, he does.
When you look at it, he makes running backs. He makes receivers who they are, and that's why once if you play for the Patriots and you end up heading out, you will get you'll get an offer from somewhere.
Yeah.
Shane Vereen got an offer for the Giants. Who was the? Damn, I forget.
Aaron Hernandez got an offer from federal prison. And he decided to take it. So.
Exactly, hey, man. They're giving out offers around here.
Yeah.
You just gotta accept them.
Yep, pretty much.
Ooh, shout out.
Yeah. So we spoke a lot about football today. Mm-hmm. We're also going to talk a little bit. We talk about it on a national scale. Okay. Now let's go down to our personal little area of Doylestown, where the DelVal Aggies have been hammering away their opponents, and you're good. It's just the headphones are a little funny. They've been hammering away at their opponents, and they really show no signs of stopping. You are on that football team.
I am on that football team.
Now, what is your position?
My position, I'm a defensive end.
Defensive end.
Yep, I love it. But looking at how this game is going to go.
Yes. Now, this upcoming weekend, you're playing Albright.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Now, this will seem to be the biggest challenge yet, and that's how we should always take it. Every week.
Yeah.
However, this game will show if we truly belong in our where we're ranked at, because we're ranked number 13.
Yes.
And that's
and you guys made a dramatic jump after the first win of the season.
Yeah, and the guy, there's some guy, I don't know his name, but he reported on it. He said, he thought that it was just a fluke. That game was just a fluke just because it was Wesley's first game. They're making excuses. But this game will show that maybe if we beat Albright, it is the real deal. We're fighting for a spot.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I believe we're gonna do our thing. Obviously.
Yeah.
However, when it comes to a team like Albright, you have to. Once you get off the bus, you have to have that mindset we're here to do work, we're here ready to go. Mm-hmm. We cannot
And I have been on that bus. Mm-hmm. I took the trip to Wesley with you guys. And you want to talk about a serious bus ride there. Yeah. It is intense. All right. It is pungent. Mm-hmm. Just how
You could feel the tension.
You could feel
in
the tension.
Everyone's like,
everybody was just getting in the zone. I sat next to his name. His nickname is Tank on the team.
Oh,
I forget what his actual name is, but he sat next to me on the bus, and he put a towel over his head and jammed out to some music for the entire 2.5-hour bus ride.
This is like,
and he was like flopping around, like he was just excited, and I could feel the excitement. And that's how going into the Wesley game when we got there, I knew. Like I could just tell from the demeanor of the guys on the bus that you guys were ready to play.
Well, that's how it should be because if you're not excited, then if you're not excited to play football, you're just gonna blow it. That's
exactly.
That's at the end of the day. But if they come out with that same focus that they've shown how they come out with for Wesley. For Kings,
all those
accordion, but they should be fine. But when you're playing to get they do have Albright does have a pretty great offensive line. All 5 of them are all Americans.
They're all Americans.
They're ready to go.
They're
so it's not going to be easy.
How is their offense pretty good?
They're pretty good.
They're pretty good offensively.
I'd say they're I'm not sure what their record is. Are they 2-1? They might be 2-1.
I'm not sure. I gotta see. I just the only thing I know is that our defense is phenomenal.
Oh, absolutely. You have
Sean Miller anchoring the defense. Captain Eric Boyes on the line. You guys got great defensive weapons.
Exactly, but I just in general, I feel like this is the most built defense that we've had because our entire I'm not trying to say studs in this conversation, however, but when you look at this, when you look at the lineup, they're just a bunch of studs. You have Devontae Ford, Mark Isaac, Eric Boyes, Christian Snowden starting. They are it's an amazing tandem. They just know it's to the point where they know. They already know what the other person's doing.
And what and the defense has basically been the shining focus of this team. The offense has a lot of weapons on it that I think people severely underestimate. I think Darden at quarterback is severely underrated.
Oh, absolutely.
I think Shorter isn't underrated. I think he
just hasn't had that. He hasn't had that game yet where he just
but he still has. Every week he performs consistently well.
He
does. And then with your running backs of Cleveland and Devontae. Both of which are they're big guys. They're both pretty much power runners for the most part, and they both get yards after contact.
They will wear you down. That is that's a running back. That's the best part about the offense because you're not gonna score that much on the defense. If they play the way DelVal plays defense, you're not gonna score that much. All the offense needs to do is just get them tired, just wear them down slowly but surely, run that ball down the field, and you'll be fine. But with that, and Darden, he can pass the ball. He can pass. He can run. The boy has some feet to him. So there is a lot of how do you stop this team? And when it comes to stopping, I don't think you can because
there's too many threats.
The way you come into work, if you come into work every day, because we already know we have the targets on our back. You're going to get the best out of every team every week until the end of the season. So instead of running away from that, embrace it, and every day, every Monday when you come back from that game, you forget that game and you get ready for the next week because there is going to be somebody who the next team's going to be okay, well, it's our time to knock them off, knock them off the podium,
like you guys going into Wesley.
Exactly.
Every team you got to come in. If you're the underdog, you got to come in thinking this is it. We're winning. There's no doubt about it.
And I'm not going to let somebody take that from me.
And it's it's weird because it almost seems like. I'm friends with a lot of guys on the team, and it seems like they go into every game as if they're the underdog.
Oh, always. If you go in with a
high thinking of yourself,
then you're screwed. I mean, even with
you can't think you're untouchable.
Who Misericordia is still an up and coming program. So. Even if they're they're the worst team in the league or you still have to come in ready to work because Misericordia a couple of years ago they almost beat us. They almost took that they almost took a dub from us and that would have been just dismantling. So never underestimate somebody because that exactly what last year happened. We lost to Lycoming and Wilkes by no more than a touchdown, 6 points. Because we got stopped at the 1 yard line last year by Wilkes and then we just. Drop an egg on at Lyco. there's a lot of... Because, there are games where you can win, but there are also setup games. You could play a Misericordia, and then, you're playing Kings. What's going to happen? Oh, are we going to take this team lightly, or are we going to take them seriously? Mm-hmm. And the way you avoid that is just taking it seriously every game.
Yeah.
So.
Now, my prediction, I'm going to hold off on the prediction since you're on the team from you.
Thank you.
My prediction of what's going to happen against Albright this weekend. So, obviously, both offenses are very well. Like you said, they have a fantastic offensive line. They have weapons on offense, guys that can get the ball down the field.
Yes.
We have that as well.
Yeah.
It's all going to come down to who has the better defense.
Absolutely.
Like most games do. Mm-hmm. Well, like you see in the NFL even now, teams win with the defense, not so much the offense.
Make that stop and it's over.
Yeah, exactly. My prediction, and because maybe I'm a little biased because I'm a DelVal student, I see the DelVal Aggies coming out on top, beating Albright. Not really. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think, honestly. Mm-hmm. I think we do both have high-powered offenses, but there's just I don't know what it is, but I just have a feeling that this will be the week that it's not going to be like 9-3 of a score, but it's not going to be like a 60 to 45.
Yeah,
it's going to be, I would say, in the low teen or like the teens area, maybe low 20s. Mm-hmm. But I just see the Aggies pulling it out. I see Sean Miller having another fantastic game. Who's the linebacker? He's got DeGotti. I see him having a big game again. Frank.
This is his kind of game. This is the game that he's been waiting. He's been waiting for this game exclusively. This game has been something that's been on his mind. I can't even tell why, but this week he's just been on his mentally he's just there.
I see the linebackers of Frank Law, Nick DeGotti. I see those two having major impacts on the game this week.
They absolutely will.
And I think it's mainly because of the fact that Albright has such a good offensive line that they're going to be comfortable running the ball.
Yeah, they're going to think they can run the ball.
They're going to think they are until they are running to Frank the Tank and Nick DeGotti. So that's what's going to happen, in my opinion. I see.
think DelVal's winning this too.
You got to go into it thinking you're going to win, which is good.
You have to.
Yep. So I think that pretty much wraps up our sports show here.
All right.
The first one ever for Elijah DeVore. Good job, buddy.
Thank you. This
Good
was fun.
work.
I can't wait to do this again.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be doing another show probably soon, probably in the upcoming week or so.
All right.
For DVU Podcast Sports Show, Elijah DeVore. Say goodbye.
Take it easy, people.
I am Harry Hancock, as always. Make sure you follow us or give us a like on our Facebook pages and Twitter pages. We are The Podcast Club at DelVal. With any questions, you can email dvupodcast@gmail.com for any questions or concerns or any topics that you want to hear about. For DVU Podcast, I'm Harry Hancock with Elijah DeVore. We will see you all next week. Go DVU Aggies!
Yay!